There we go. I'm unmuted now. Thank you. I was so nervous. Yeah, I immediately reloaded it and came back in again. And oh my god, it said, you need to check your stream key. Something's happened. And I was like, what do you mean I need to check my stream key? All I did was change scenes. Like, surely that's fine. Surely I'm allowed to change scenes. But then I just clicked it again and it worked this time. Okay. Let me just type in chat. We're back. Blah, 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 blah. There we go. Okay. Oh. I had a small heart attack there when it was like, change your stream key. I was like, what do you mean change my stream key? What, did I get hacked? When I changed scenes? I don't think so. Oh, I have lost my pen again though. Oh no, there it is. Oh, welcome back everyone. Sorry for that. Again, as mentioned, we are a janky stream. We get by most of the time better than this. I haven't had to do a proper restart in a while, so I'll take that. Oh, first day of Feb, let's go. Oh dear. Hey, that's fine. Yeah, you know, I'd much, honestly, in many ways, I would prefer to restart my stream as long as nothing is like seriously wrong and like there's nothing I have to actually fix. I'd much rather restart my stream than have something go seriously wrong with the cosplay. And my priorities are like, cosplay? Fine, okay. Well, we can restart the stream anytime. That's not a problem. As long as my cosplay hasn't just broken, we're all good. I'm fine. Also, I think someone followed while I was down. Fulgorine, thank you so much for the follow. It's very kind of you. I'm sorry if I missed it. My bad. But thank you. I still appreciate it. Oh, dear. A sneaky follow. Yeah. I got some rich tea after you started a biscuit shenanigans. What, you mean when you told me I should come to London and start biscuits? I mean, wasn't that you though? What, wait a minute, am I misunderstanding? I'm pretty sure you said that, not me. You started the biscuit shenanigans, not me, right? I mean, don't get me wrong, I fully agree. Go to London, start biscuits. But, I think you had the right idea. I actually have biscuits, but they've already been started, unfortunately. So I'd have to start a new packet, I suppose. Well, I would start a new packet if I was going to London anyway. 3. I was going for stealth. I'm so sorry. Oh dear, I appreciate it nonetheless. Oh. It would have been very, very stealthy, to be fair. But because I can't hear anything, I'm being really careful with alerts at the moment because I can't. Normally I can hear alerts, but today I can't. So I'm having to be really careful and keep a closer eye than usual. Normally you would have been really stealthy and I probably would not have noticed. You caught it on a bad day. There we go. Let's get all this off to one side because we don't need this for a minute. There we go. Good. And you only have 1 packet at a time. I have 3 packets of the gingerbread ones right now, but I only open 1 packet at a time because I'm only going to eat from 1 packet at a time. You know, otherwise your biscuits get soft if you leave them all open. So I just open 1. Just open 1. I don't want soft biscuits. I want crisp biscuits. Delicious. There we go. And oh yeah. Get airtight containers. You put your biscuits in containers? That's very organized of you. I do not do that. Where's my purple fabric? There it is. 1. Now, will any of these fit on the strips? I think probably no is the answer to that. That's okay. We can still use the strips for other things. Although, well, that's quite a large piece. I can maybe get 1 out of this. Yeah. Yeah, I can get 1 out of this. There we go. So I'm just using a lot of the scraps at the moment to make this because I try to keep them if possible because the scraps are useful. The scraps are very useful. We're back! Yeah, we are back. Again, sorry for the hassle. My bad. It serves me right for trying to change scenes during stream. I'll never do it again. I'll just stay in the same scene forever. That way I don't crash my stream. Oh dear. Yeah, my bad. Oh dear. What do you do if there's leftover then? There's no leftover. I just eat all of them. Now, friends, I need some advice. If I give you all a list of teas, will you tell me which one to drink? Go on then. Which one do you need to drink? No, I had to use the restroom and told my mum. Did stream crash? It did crash. Mainly though, I crashed stream. I changed scenes and that was very immature of me. I should never change my scene. I should only ever stay on the same scene. And yeah, I promise I won't do it again. Basically. Yeah, so it's all my fault. Don't worry, I've learned my lesson. I won't do it again. Oh dear. That's okay though. Listen, it's the first of the month. It's fine. We live. Oh, nothing went wrong with the cosplay, and honestly that's all I can really hope for. Cosplay, still going well. As long as the cosplay is okay, I'm happy. And the cosplay is in fact okay. There we go. I'm actually using a white biro this time. I found when I was doing this off stream, this was a little bit easier to spot. So I'm just using that instead. It's still quite difficult to spot, but if I use the chalk, unfortunately it bleeds the whole way through. So I have to instead. Go. And make sure that's big enough. The wide one, there you go. And again, it's really subtle. Can you see it at all? You can just about see it. You see those little like zigzags going down? Those are my lines. They're really subtle, but they're there. And fold those up. One. Ah, got Earl Grey, and then I had it for orange and spice, pomegranate tea, Ceylon orange, poke tea, whatever that is, and peach and ginger. See now, if you like all your teas, you're probably in a good position, right? I really don't like peach in tea, personally. Peach is probably one of my least favorite flavors in tea. I've had like a lot of not very good peach tea. But no, that's not true though, because I like peach iced tea. I just really don't like peach not iced tea. So if it's iced, I suppose the peach is fine. But if it's not iced, then I probably don't like it. Okay, I'm being picky with peach. Earl Grey is lovely, but it's very nice tea. I always have my Earl Grey with milk, but I know some people don't. I know a lot of people don't actually. But I always have it with a little bit of milk, like a little splash of milk in it. I don't know, I just like it with a splash of milk in it. Never tried the Earl Grey, the peach one and the... Oh, you've not had the peach one either. Okay. Well, I hope you like it. I think peach is nice in iced tea, but I'm not so keen on it in hot tea, personally. But I know a lot of people are. It always comes up as one of the most popular flavours. So a lot of people must really like it. But I'm not one of them. Oh dear. And then between the others, I know Earl Grey is good. Pomegranate is another one where I'm a bit like, about. But I like orange and spice. Orange and spice with a bit of honey in it is nice. And I suppose the orange polka tea is probably similar, right? Either of the orange ones would probably be quite nice. I probably lean towards orange and spice because I like a bit of a kick in the morning. But I bet both of them are very nice. And then Earl Grey is lovely. I like French Earl Grey as well. That's also lovely. Both are lovely. In fact, I probably prefer French Earl Grey. It's a bit more floral, but it's really nice. Hey kids, remember that the time you ruined my life by telling me about fried bread? Yeah. That was last week, right? Yeah, guys. Well, did I ruin your life or did I enhance your bread experience, though? Really? Really? Which did I do? Which did I do? Because fried bread is delicious. Anyone who's not had it, you can sometimes get fried bread as part of a full English breakfast. And it's basically just bread that's been pan fried. It's really good though. It is just as the name entails, it's fried bread. Often it's bread fried in the oil of the sausages as well, or the bacon or something like that. So it's got like a lot of meat fat in it. But you can get it for vegan and vegetarians as well. I don't have any honey, at least none in my room, and I'm still quarantining right now waiting on my COVID. Oh, bless you. That's fair, that's fair. I'm sure it'll still be good without honey. Was it good? I think it's still in my arteries. Yes, it was god tier. I mean, if you like bread and you like fried food, it is just fried. It's just fried bread. It's really good though. What is it made you the fried bread? Were you talking about the American version of biscuits? Yeah, we were talking about biscuits for a while, and then at some point fried bread came up, and so I explained what fried bread was, which is basically just really good. It's just really good, but it is very unhealthy. Very unhealthy. It was god tier, yeah. I'd kill French toast. French toast, delicious. Delicious. Also, really quick. Get this up so you can hear it. There you go. Oh dear. Turkish bread, top tier. Oh. Honestly, too scared to try fried bread to be fair. I'm scared to like it too much, and I'm infamous in my household for sucking at frying stuff. Either I get burnt or I burn something else. I will say, fried bread is not a difficult one. All you need is a slice of bread and a little bit of some oil. But normally you have it as part of like a full English, so with a lot of other things. So I would still recommend, if you can, to go somewhere where they serve full English breakfast with fried bread as a part of it, because it's definitely better as part of a big meal than it is on its own. It's like something you have with everything else. Oh, French toast is good. Yeah, really good. Like fried bread, but take out the oil and put butter. No, French. And I think you use brioche as well, right? Oh, French toast is fantastic. It's really good. It's like sweet, but good. Oh. Didn't mean to start the food talk yet. Oh yeah, sorry, everyone's gonna get really hungry from now on. Don't mind that, that's just part of the chat experience. We talk about food. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Dang. Dang. Delicious. Deliciousness. Okay. I want to cut out a piece that's about the same size, so I'm just gonna put this on here and cut around it. Probably the best way. I also really don't want this in here. There you go. Get all that out. Because it makes it fold over annoyingly. There you go. That's better. That's better. And then we'll cut around that. Oh dear. Egg, cinnamon, and nutmeg and toast and fried butter. Yeah. So good. I can't leave my room to go eat something. Oh my god, speaking of food, I'm so upset. What happened? Brioche chala. Oh, okay. Oh, amazing, but I'm so attached because of nostalgia. I mean, I'm like that with bread butter pudding. Like, I'm really nostalgic about it, but I still stand by that bread and butter pudding is fantastic. And, like, it's really good. And yes, I have a lot of nostalgia for it, but, like, I still think, even without the nostalgia, bread and butter pudding is top tier. And it's so easy. And so it's even more top tier because it's easy, you know? You can have nostalgia and so it can still be top tier, right? This is not helping you. Oh god, you need to get yourself some food. You're just gonna be here hungry otherwise. Oh. You know what your fate is if you stay in this stream. Oh, dude. Basically, I bought some lemon bars from Walmart back when I was in good health, and it's got like 5 centimeters of lemon. Oh no, 0.5 centimeters of lemon and 2.5 centimeters of its crust. Like, why? Valid. Bread and butter pudding? Bread and butter pudding! Yeah, bread and butter pudding. It's like, okay, so traditionally, bread and butter pudding was something used to get rid of old bread, kind of like trifle. So like you'd use like bread that was about to go stale and stuff like that. However, these days, bread and butter pudding is something that people have really made its own, and like they've really customized and made delicious and like lots of things. And it's basically you get slices of bread. Everything starts with bread here. But you get slices of bread. You can rip them up or you can keep them in just slices with butter. And you make like a custard base, but it won't end up being custard, but it is a custard base, if that makes sense. Just so you kind of get the idea of what goes into it. You season that with like nutmeg and cinnamon and stuff like that, put some raisins in it, and then you pour it all over the bread, and the bread soaks it all up and becomes really fluffy and moist. And you cook it all in the oven, with it all being fluffy and moist and soaked up with cinnamon and nutmeg, and it becomes this really moist, hot, cinnamony, cakey type thing, and it's delicious. It's really, really good. It's a very soft kind of pudding, I would call it more. It's like a mixture between pudding and cake is kind of the consistency. Like it's very soft, so it's kind of puddingish, but then there's definitely a cakeness to it. So it's like a mixture between pudding and cake. And oh, it's so good. It's so good. Bread and butter pudding is the best thing I've had that was made out of glazed donuts, sugar cone for days, yeah. This is the thing. You could make this out of many types of bread. Did someone say steak? Did someone say steak? Potentially. Fun fact, American bread is considered cake under European guidelines. I know! So I said this to somebody else. I can't remember who it was, but I remember I mentioned this. I was like, if you make a bread and butter pudding with your bread, I bet it would be top tier. Because our bread is not sweet. Our bread is like, you know, it's not got any sweetness to it. Whereas your bread does. So if you made a bread and butter pudding with your bread, I bet it would be even better because it would already have that slight sweetness to it, which our bread doesn't. So our bread and butter puddings are normally a bit more spiced and stuff like that, whereas your bread and butter puddings would probably be a bit sweeter. Yeah, I think it'd be really nice. I think you'd have a fantastic one. Why would you say this? You'll have me crave so much stuff I've never had before. If you like cinnamon nutmeggy style tastes, you'll really like it. Yeah, I blame myself for this conversation. I'm Aussie, not American. Okay, yeah. Well, you will have the same thing as me then, which is a fantastic experience with bread and butter. We'll both still have a fantastic bread and butter experience, but it will be not maybe so sweet. Ah, dear. Oh god. Honestly, I love food. I love food so much. Talking and finding new types of food and stuff like that is like one of my favorite things about streaming. Is you hear about so many kinds of food and you can share like the food you like. You can hear about food other people like. It's just great. There was another streamer called Atomic who popped in here at one point because they were taking part. I think it was a similar charity stream to one we were doing at one point. This was a while ago, but Atomic asked me, because I was a British streamer, they were like, I want to replicate some foods from the UK, and what would you recommend as some like very traditional UK foods that I could try making as part of like, I think he was doing like this really big meal, like feast banquet. And I was like, if you're looking for very traditional, there's quite a few, and I gave him some options, and the options that he went for were bread and butter pudding and lardy cakes. And it was so cool to see someone over in America making like stuff that I grew up with. It was so cool. And like, honestly, he did such a good job. And they're not complicated recipes, but you know, it was just really, really cool. It made me it was just made me really happy to see my childhood foods being made at like the other side of the world. It was so cool. Also, Basil, welcome on in. I hope you're having a good day. Oh yeah, choc chip brioche. Yeah, that's gonna be fantastic. This is the thing, you can make it out of really any bread. Like, and you don't have to put raisins in it. I always do because I like raisins, but you could definitely skip the raisins. Just, you know, spice your custard mix, pour it over the bread so the bread soaks it up, and then put it in the oven. You wouldn't have to add raisins, and you could muck around with the spices a bit. This is what I mean when I say, like, traditionally, bread and butter pudding is your old bread that would be going stale, with custard that would like make it more cakey, poured over the top, which is spiced with cinnamon and nutmeg and some raisins. That's traditional. But these days, people are taking it all over the place and doing lots of really cool stuff with it, and using different types of bread, messing with the custard, doing lots of different stuff so that you get like different consistencies and different flavors. And it's so cool. It's so cool. It's so many different stuffs, and I love it. I love it. Pudding and cake are some of my sensory triggers. Oh yeah, if you're not keen on like the softer foods, it will be difficult because it is a very soft food. I guess because, again, traditionally it's for stale bread, so it's like a method of using things up and stuff like that. So it does become very soft. But if you don't mind something soft, it's great. I prefer proper English food like curries and Chinese. Yeah. These days, that is more what you see. But, oh my god. Yeah, it was really cool. I think the lardy cake especially, I was really nervous that they weren't gonna like it. Because lardy cakes, it is definitely a traditional one. But it was one that I had, like, for special occasions. Like, every now and again, like, maybe someone would come home from work and they'd be like, I picked up a lardy cake. Maybe, like, once a year or something. And it'd be, like, a really, like, oh my god, oh, we can have some? Because it's very unhealthy, but it's really delicious. And I'd kind of compare the taste to a flaky donut. It's really good. It's really tasty. But I think people hear lard and they're like, nah, I'm staying away from that one. Dear. Also, just because curries come up, Indian cuisine is top tier. It is. It's very good. It's very good. Oh, dear. Right, this needs to be this way up. And then I need to pop all of the markings on it again. And thanks. Just had a nice walk in the sunshine around to Argos to pick up the new Switch game Mario Kart and get some lunch. Oh, that sounds lovely, Basil. I had couscous in Barcelona when I was 16 and decided I didn't like it, so I never tried it again. My boss took us to a Turkish restaurant with some bread and couscous, and it was... Oh my god, wait, so you had a really... You know, that doesn't surprise me though, because, you know, it does taste really different depending on where you get it from. I'm not surprised. They were scared I'd look weird. Nah. If you enjoy something, like, you know, enjoy it to the fullest. Heck yeah, especially when it comes to food. I guess the only thing would be that you don't want to, like, tire yourself out on it to the point where, like, you don't like it anymore because you've had it too much. As long as you're not getting to that point, you know, enjoy it. Also, isn't couscous healthy? No, I don't know. Maybe it is healthier than other alternatives or something like that. For a similar vibe, a cafe near me used to make a sourdough French toast with cinnamon topped with mascarpone and syrup, and it was, oh, that sounds good. That sounds good. Yeah, that sounds really good. Man, I love bread. Oh, bread is just so good. Oh, dearie me. Right, I need to outline stuff. Oh, what we can think about is bread. Oh, bread's, oh, it's so good. I think bread was the first thing I ever made as well. So, you know, I've been raised by bread. In the same way I have raised bread, bread has raised me. Oh, big believer in bread. Love it. I think it's fantastic. Oh. No weight problem, can't wait to eat. I'm sorry. This chat's terrible for that sort of thing. I mean, again, I'm a big instigator of it. I'm very sorry. I go on a rant about the evolution of cuisines around the world because that is one of my brainworms. Heck yeah. Oh, dear. I mean, the UK has kind of a... Obviously, like, it's rooted in just going and, like, conquering. But we have kind of an interesting, at this point at least, very diverse pool of cuisine on it. It's kind of cool though. I like it a lot. Like if you go into a major city like London, you could probably try something from all over the world. It's pretty cool. I like it a lot. That's why I like visiting London so much most of the time. It is literally just for the food. Like, there are many types of food that I want to try, and I know that if I go to London, I could probably try all of them. Like, it doesn't stop me from wanting to go to, like, the countries they come from, to be quite honest, and getting a, you know, a more well-rounded experience with a bit of everything. But, oh. Yeah, if you go to London, you can probably try near everything. They have so much food there. So much. The food scene, intense. It's only $3.50 as well, which is close to the price of pre-packaged couscous without the bread. Heck yeah! Also, Isa, thank you so much for the follow. It's very kind of you. Welcome on in. Good day, everyone. Line, welcome on in. I hope you're having a good day. Sorry, we're talking about food again. You've caught us on a day where we've just decided that food is the topic of choice. It's time for food. It's time for the food chat. I hope everyone has food with them and like is maybe snacking or something like that. It's easier to talk about food when you're well fed. So I hope everyone has something to eat. There we go. That one's outlined. Oh dear, I need to remember to do those really big ones first. But if I can remember that, I think we should be in a pretty good place. Oh, did I do that? Oh, I did it backwards. Ah, that's okay. That's okay. So we'll leave this one with this one, right? Yes. And then that's okay. We'll do this one backwards. That's all right. I accidentally did that one backwards. It happens. It's not really the end of the world. As long as it fits on there, it's not the end of the world. There we go. Yeah, that'll do. This one needs to go on there backwards. It'd be like this. I didn't even think the first one I'd pick up would be the backwards one, so... Oh, yeah, actually, if it's doing it that way round, would it be better to be like this, maybe? I guess whichever way it fits on better. Yeah, I think this would fit on a little better. Like that. Yeah, there we go, that's better. Ah, dear. I think Britain colonized India for their spices and then heckle with it. Yeah, we like salt. We're a big fan of salt. Pepper as well, sometimes. Mainly salt. Honestly, I travel around the world to try traditional meals, right? I mean, I want to travel for Comic-Cons and then second food. Love is temporary, food is eternal. Yeah. Honestly, when I go on trips and stuff like that, a lot of the time I have a really nice relaxing time on my trip, but the thing that I remember from, like when I've been abroad and stuff like that, the thing that I really remember and take away from my trip is the food. Like every time. And like, I used to feel really bad about that being the case. Like I used to feel really guilty that I'd been and seen all these amazing things, and then I'd get home and the things that I really remembered were the food. But these days I don't feel so bad about it. Like, people have regional cuisine and, you know, countries have their own cuisines and, you know, I'm a foodie and that's what I want to go try. Yeah. Pepper if you're feeling extra spicy. If you're feeling very adventurous, maybe a little mustard, but not that French stuff. That's a bit too spoopy. Mustard is so overpowering. I like mustard with sausage. Sausage and mustard went with your full English breakfast. See, now I'm a fan of that. I like mustard with my sausages. Gotta have a bit of mustard with my sausages. I think that's nice, I do. I grew up with that. That's how I have my sausages, with a bit of mustard. Ketchup I find to be a bit overpowering. I've never had a sausage. Oh, no, fair enough. You know what? They're not for everyone. I used to really not like sausages because I didn't like the feeling of biting through the outside layer. It used to really give me the creeps of like biting through a sausage. I didn't like it. And it put me off for like a really long time. And I remember like we'd have them in meals and I'd be like, oh yeah, I'm full. And I'd eaten everything other than the sausage, and I was like, damn parents, that looks like a really nice sausage, but I'm afraid I can't eat it. And it's because I just I really couldn't get over the texture of like biting through it. I didn't like that. And so, yeah, I avoided it. These days though, I found quite a few that I like. And while it's not my go-to food, and I don't have them that often, if it's on my plate, I normally quite like it. I also really like vegetarian sausage because they're spicy. When I travel, I'm always trying new instant noodles that I haven't tasted yet. That is the way! Heck yeah! One of my dreams to open a fantasy-themed restaurant where people can play tabletop RPGs and board games! Aww. I bet the food would be so cool. I know there's like some places where they do have like those themed kind of cafes with themed foods and stuff like that. I'd love to visit one day. Just for the atmosphere. I think, is it in Japan? There is a Final Fantasy themed cafe. I mean, I'm a big Final Fantasy fan. I'd really like to go. I just want to experience it once. I know it's probably expensive and I just want the atmosphere. I love Final Fantasy so much. I want to go. I want to go see all the atmosphere and all of that kind of stuff. Testing! Oh, testing, you're orange now! Welcome on in. I hope you're having a good day. How goes it? I hope things are going well for you. We are doing some big pattern cutting. Ah, dear. I hate grainy meat. Can't work up too much or it gets tough. Yeah, I would kind of feel the same, honestly. I'm not so keen on grainy meat. Not so keen. Not so keen. There we go. That's another one outlined. A lot of outlining today. Heck. A few board game cafes in London. There's one in cafe? There's one in cafe. I think there's one or two actually in Cardiff, which is the capital city of Wales. Yeah. No, there is, because I went to one of them, and that was in Wales. And it was great. I had a lovely time. They did like food, drinks, and you could come and play board games. Yeah. I had a great time. Really good. Have you ever played Final Fantasy XIV? Yes, I love that game. I got like 700 hours in it. I have. I'm not subscribed right now because I'm very busy. When I'm not quite so busy, I get my subscription back. One kid off at school and the other is actually behaving for now, so pretty good. Heck yeah! Oh, I'm glad. I still have done with story mostly because I love crafting. Oh, I love fishing. I just fish. I've just been doing the fishing over and over again, and I am a higher fishing level than I am my like actual class. I've just been fishing. One in cafe? Is that where you started your biscuit? Yeah, in cafe. There's one in Bath, and I think there's one in Bristol too. The one in Bath is the same people that do the Oxford one too. Oh heck yes, there's a few in the UK then. Yeah, the board game cafes are lovely, and they always seem quite full. When I've like the one that I've been to, it always seems full. So they must be popular. And as far as tabletop RPGs go, I know there's one in Cardiff. There might be two, but there's definitely one. There's one that might do Warhammer more, and there's one that focuses more on D&D. So I know those exist. Outside of... the thing is though, Cardiff is a capital city. Outside of that, I don't really know any others. But I know that those exist. So I know there's something for Warhammer, and I know there's something for D&D. And like, any kind of tabletop RPG really, because it depends who's running. But I know there's those two. Yeah. Did I chug the whole can? No, there's plenty in here. I drink really slowly. There's pretty much any game with a fishing minigame. All I can do is Animal Crossing at the moment is fish. Yeah. Is it a can of beer? No. It's innocent bubbles. Can you see it? Innocent bubbles. I would never drink while sewing. Especially not like a cosplay that I have this much high stake in it. Oh my god. And also I'm not allowed to drink. There's so many reasons. But no. No. Yeah, it's just innocent bubbles. Innocent, ironic. Yeah, because I'm a very wholesome streamer, so it's perfect for me. That's my thought. It's like, if I'm going to be drinking something, I want it to, you know, encompass me wholly. And so I thought Innocent Bubbles was a really good call. Yeah. Damn, that's bad. I'd like to open a can of beer right now. When was the last time I had alcohol? It was probably like 3-4 years ago. It was a while. I think probably about 3 years ago, but might be close to 4. Yeah. I miss it every now and again, but I don't miss it when I'm in my home. I normally only miss it when I'm out and about with others and they're like ordering fancy drinks and I'm like, oh, the fancy drinks. I want them. Oh yeah. There we go. I had a cheeky beer on stream at the weekend, not at lunchtime there. That's true. It's like just past midday here. I mean, nothing wrong with that, but I probably wouldn't. Again, not while I'm sewing. It just means I might mess up with the cosplay, and I don't wanna have to unpick things because I've been drinking. Like, that doesn't make drinking fun for me. So yeah, nah. I don't think even when I could drink, I ever drank when I was sewing. It just, it puts a lot of pressure on you to not mess up. I don't know. I don't want to live with that. That's an intense pressure that I'm okay not having in my life. Oh, I need a slightly wider stitch. Thank you. Very nice. I also need some more purple. Okay. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, now we can just slink our way around. Oh, should I do the other big one actually? I probably should. I don't drink either, my parents just give them to me. I don't have enough alcohol to even get a buzz in over a decade. Wonky stitches. It's almost time I need to chat with her, so I'll be right back. Oh, have a good burb! Have a good burb. I hope your burb goes well. Also, it says I've been streaming for like half an hour. So I guess I have to go for like another 4 hours, huh? I'm trying to get my stream time up. But then today it's like, oh yeah, you've only been streaming for half an hour. Time to do like another day of streaming for 8 hours. Oh dear. And I probably shouldn't. It probably wouldn't be a good idea. I want to get these bits done though. I want to see the tail nearly finished, honestly. Because when I get all these bits done, it will start to show me a very close to finished tail base. I mean, I will be adding scales over the top of all of these, so it still have a little while to go. But, oh, are you getting stuck? You are. You'd prefer it when I come from the other side, huh? That's okay. I'll do that now. It doesn't like it when I sew from that side. It gets funny with me. I'll sew from the other side. Sewing machines be like this sometimes, where they're like, you can only sew from this angle, otherwise I'm not sewing. I'm not doing it. I refuse. You put me through so much, and then you ask me to sew from an angle like that? Absolutely not. I'm not doing that. It does sound kind of weird though. Something sounds a bit off. Maybe, oh, I know what it is. Wait a second. The reason it sounds off is because I'm hearing the sewing machine. Without it being, what do you call it? Without it being through noise-cancelling headphones. This is what I need to be doing. I need to rethread the bobbin. That's okay. We can do that. A quick rethread. You're all good. Yeah, something sounds a bit odd, but we'll work it out. We'll work it out. Have you ever cosplayed someone from Destiny 2? No, I have not. So Destiny I never really played a lot of. I had quite a few friends that played it, but I never really got that into it, to be honest. Go. And get that over there. Get that over there. And hopefully that actually stays. Yeah, there we go, that's better. It needed a bit of a bobbin rethread, but now that I've done that, it's a happy bean. Much better, much better. And we'll go around the whole thing. Oh, But yeah, this bit, it takes a minute, but honestly, I think the cutting out takes the longest. No, that's not true. The attaching to the tail takes the longest. However, the attaching to the tail, it feels very rewarding, so I don't notice that it takes that long. Whereas this bit, I feel like it's so simple, like it's not complicated sewing, so it feels like it takes a long time. I often get that with simple sewing. Tomorrow, I was going to mention, I want to keep sewing, funnily enough, but I need to do a really quick trip into town. This is my last roll of purple, and I'm probably going to use a lot of it up today. And if I want to do the corset and harness, I need more purple. So tomorrow, I'm probably going to do a stream after lunch, so starting at 1 p.m. rather than at 10. So I will just fix that on the schedule. I didn't realise I was quite so low on purple thread, to be honest. But rather than run out midstream and not be able to continue, I'll just start stream a few hours later. And that way we can go as long as I like. Oh dear. I was thinking to order it, but unfortunately if I order it, it will take a very long time to get here. And I think I should be able to go into town and buy some, to be honest. It just means that I have to, start a little bit later. That's not too much of a bother though. 1, 2. There we go. And then 3. Getting to the point where these are quite large darts. They were so tiny at the beginning. We had such tiny darts. Now look at them. Big old darts. all for good stuff though. This will make it so that it goes around the corner nice and easily. I think that's all them at the top. And then let's switch up the pace a little bit and go all the way to the bottom so we get these ones in here. These are the small ones. There we go. Very nice. 1. And... Ooh. Ooh. Come on. Come on. Hold properly. There we go. Go, and one more here. Yeah, there it is. And there we go. Honestly, the white biro is so much easier to see than the other biro was. Like before, I was looking for ages trying to find these. Whereas now, I can very easily spot them. I know they're not so visible on camera, but by them being reasonably invisible on camera, it's also that they're reasonably invisible in real life, and also that they don't bleed through the fabric, which is important. But yeah, it's so nice to have them so easy to spot. Yeah, again, I'm quite used to them being a real hassle to find. Let's do that bit and get that and put it all the way up to there. There we go. Is that the last one? That is. There we go. Should be a good inside kind of shape. And I think this is the piece that will be going over the tilt. Yeah, that'll be going over that tilted part. It's very large. Let's do the inside-y bit for this one, and then we can put them together. And do a little mix and match them up. Because it's nice when we can actually spread it over the foam. Before you spread it over the foam, it doesn't really have a lot of shape. Once you spread it over the foam, it's like, ah, yes, that's what you were doing. That's why you had to make the pattern, and that's why it took like that. Yeah, but yeah. Oh, I'm nearly out of bobbin. No. It does use a lot of bobbin, to be fair, because we're constantly pulling it back and stuff like that. But also, we don't really get too many bobbin betrayals because we're only doing very short pieces constantly. So that's positive. That one. This one's also a lot easier to sew than the purple because it's very obvious where I'm meant to be sewing. As opposed to the purple where it's like pretty hidden. Okay, and we are. One. And then let's do the other side. A really big long one. All the way down. Ooh. I think with the piece that's currently labelled number 1, I might actually end up cutting that up a bit so it's a bit smaller. Just a bit shorter really, rather than like, I'm not going to take the width down at all, the width is still fine, but the size of the piece is quite large. I think I'm probably going to end up making it a bit smaller so it doesn't come quite so high up my back, because otherwise it's going to start protruding into where the corset's going to be. And now that I've got all the foam pieces starting to come together, it looks more and more like that might end up being the case. I don't want that to happen. I don't want that. I want everything to fit together really nicely and the corset go smoothly into the back and everything like that. So I'm thinking that to be something I might do. Of course, I need 3 and 2 to be attached first, which are the 2 pieces we're working on now, before I can kind of make that cool. But if I do make it smaller, don't worry, I won't waste the foam. I'll probably end up using that for the headpiece or something like that. There will be no waste. It just won't be in the tail. Oh dear. Go. Ooh. I'm gonna cut that. There you go. And quite a big one. Get one in there. Go. And this one. I'm also making a time lapse of the tail making process. It's gonna be quite long, I think, because I've got it at like times 200 and something speed, and it's still nearly an hour long at the moment. But that's because it takes like 20 hours so far to make this, so, including today's stream at least. I have done a little bit of it off of that recording, just so that it's not quite so long, but oh, we lose it there, we did. But yeah, so I might cut some pieces out so it's not quite so long. Otherwise, that is like I am doing, it's just, it's quite long. Do we have any substitute purples I can use? I want to keep using purple. It's just easier than changing thread each time. And it's not like purple thread is more expensive or anything. But if I have a purple that's a little lighter, I have that one, but to be honest, that is quite a bit lighter. It might be worth it though. Yeah, I could use that one. I could use that one. Oh yeah, why not? Basically, it just means I can fill the bobbin up with a thread that doesn't quite match, but it's close. So I don't waste quite so much of the top stitch before tomorrow when I can get some more thread. Otherwise, we power through this so quickly. And unfortunately, this particular colour that I want, it doesn't come in more than 100-meter reels. So I have to buy it all as very small pieces of thread. It's not ideal, but sometimes it's like that. Sometimes the colour you want just isn't a big thread. Is it getting stuck? There you go. Oh, sorry. That was just me lifting my foot before time. Oh dear. I might have a quick break while I'm doing the bobbin. Yeah, so, I don't know. I'm pretty pleased. I think things are going well. It's a slow process, but it's so worth it. Because like when you get dark tail, it looks so cool. Look at them. Or like heckin', in all of its hecking sections and stuff like that. It looks so heckin' cool. And again, it just means when we cover it in scales, we don't have to make like a one-off big piece that covers it all, which would kind of, I don't know. I could have done it, but I just don't think it would look so good as this. I'd rather do the slightly more, less time-efficient method that will make it look a lot cooler. Regardless, I would have had to make some kind of cover. It's just making the individual covers takes a lot longer than one big cover. Oh dear. Damn, I think it looks so cool though. Oh yeah. And then all the way up. Go. And into here. There we go. Into there. Get that bobbin out. Now we should have plenty of bobbin to finish what I want to do today. Just have to hope the top stitch stays. I think we got plenty. It's just, I think when we go onto the last piece and the corset, we wouldn't have enough thread for that. So it should be good for the meantime. And definitely we won't have enough thread for when we do all the scales. I want to actually start that soon. Maybe, when can I do that? At some point, it'd be a little difficult to do it on stream because of the space I need, but I will have to wear the big skirt and kind of get an idea of the measurements of me wearing it and like how long I need it and how wide it is, because I'll be making an overskirt for the skirt you can see on the mannequin right now, but I need it to be in purple and I need it to basically perfectly slot over the top, which is a little bit difficult. That's kind of what I'm looking for. Okay, right, let's move this to the back. This is, which piece again? This is the piece that does that side. All right. Where are they? I think that's this piece. Yeah, that looks like this piece. It's just which way up does it go? I might need to have a look at the map. Work out which way up it goes. So the bottom has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The top has more than 6, hopefully. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Damn it. They both have 6. Which side looks bigger? The top or the bottom? That is... I think this side looks bigger. Yeah, I think it's this way up, actually. So I think it's not this one. I think it's the blue one. If I had to guess, which I kind of do, I think it's this one. Oh, also this was the one we did, wasn't it? Not one. No, not this one. This one. Oh, honestly, this one, I think it is. Okay, let's give it a go. If it doesn't fit, it's the other one. Oh dear. Oh, it's getting late, so you're gonna have to skedaddle? Insect, have a lovely rest of your day. Thank you so much for popping by. Maybe get some good sleep. Yeah, if it's late. Oh yeah. Yeah, I think it's this one. This feels like it fits well and it's smoothing that bit out. It needs to pull a bit more dramatically, I will say, over this bit. But I think I can do that. Heck yeah. Yeah, that smooths that out nicely. Because otherwise, with the upholstery foam, it could feel quite rough. That's nice. Okay, now I need to put this on the top as well. It goes this way around, I think. Okay. And okay, there we go. And just pull that down, pull that down, pull that up, pull that up. Make sure these are nice and flat. As flat as they will go. This fits falling out of it, so let's just get that back in there. And I think it's about where it's meant to be. There's a bit of a weird bit there, but I think I can pull that over. Like that. Maybe I need to pin it on this side first and then make sure that bit's... I don't know what's happened there. It's not the end of the world. Maybe it needs to scoot around a bit. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it needs to, yeah, scoot up there. Or it could be on the wrong side. That's also possible. Because there's a lot of, yeah, extra fabric at the bottom. Yeah, I can't help but wonder if that's meant to be the top and that's meant to be the bottom. We'll try it. We'll try it. Worst that happens is it's not. They both had that same issue. Am I covering the wrong one? Let's see. Oh yeah. And get that over there. Get that over there. Ooh, actually, this does fit a bit better. I think I was. Okay, it's not the white one. That'll be the next one. Because, yeah, that fits a little bit better. The only thing is it's really lopsided. Did I twist this around awkwardly? I think I did. It does fit better, but I have twisted this. So this needs to be more like this. And this needs to be more like this. And then I think I can put that in like there. And then hopefully bring that up to about there. And then pull this bit down a bit maybe. Sorry. And this bit. There we go. That's better. Still a bit lopsided, but it's better. We got a bit of extra fabric at the top, but I think that's okay. There's still, no wait, there's still that fold there. So which side is the top then? No, okay, well let's go back to the... Which side is which? Also, my sewing machine doesn't need to be on to witness this. You can have a little bit of a break, but... In my heart, I feel like it's that one. I could also be putting it on upside down. True. I do feel like it's this. Because initially it just fits in so well. It's just that immediate like, boom, yeah, it's this one. It's gotta be, right? It fits so good. Yeah, it's gotta be. It's gotta be that one. I have no way of explaining it. It's just got to be. And then something's just not gone quite right when I've put it over the top. Because it just fits so well. It's got to be that one. With the other side you can force to fit, but I think this side it just pops straight in. And make sure all these bits go up. Yeah, I think it's got to be that one. That's a really big one. It's also... Oh dear, right. I'll leave that one there and I'll sew the other ones. I'm pretty sure this is the one though. Let me put some pins through it really quickly so that it doesn't move too much, because otherwise this will shift around a lot. I don't want it to shift too much. I just have to remember that I've put pins in it. Otherwise I'll get caught out by those later. There you go. And it does look right. So, it's nice and smooth. Nice and smooth. It looks so good. Okay, let's get the rest of them. Rest of them done. Oh, yeah. Oh, also, Bones! Thank you for the follow! I'm sorry that I missed it. Apologies. I can't hear any of my alerts right now because my headphones aren't working. But thank you for the follow. It's very kind of you. Right. Let's go through. Actually, let's start with the hard one. Start with hard mode. Where are your big darts? I know they're in here, so there they are. I know you've got hard darts in here. Some big ones. Let's get those sewn first. And then we'll move on to the more tame ones afterwards. There we go. One. Sunkoi, how goes it? I hope you're having a good day. Welcome on in. We are doing a cosplay tale at the moment, and we are, instead of making a cover for the entire tale, we're covering each individual segment of the tale. So it's like a wiggle tale, made in that kind of method, but with all individual covers, because I want to cover them all in scales, and that way hopefully it'll look a little bit more reptilian, is my hope. I'm hoping for reptilian. I hope you're doing well. Ah, dear. Oh, that sounds fun. How many segments are there? There's 10. The 10th one, the one right at the top, I think might end up being a little bit smaller than initially I planned it, but other than that, they just get bigger as they go up. Yeah. I can show you, just 2 seconds. Let me do a few of these darts that are a bit more hidden, and then I'll show you where we're at. I've got a few very sneaky darts to do on a very shiny fabric. And they're all a bit hidden in the shadow. We'll come back to that one. Oh, yeah. This is where we're at so far. There it is. But it needs 3 more sections at the moment. Let's make a nice wiggle tail. Yeah. Yeah. Wiggles. Done with dinner and naps. How goes the progress? It's gone. How goes it? So we got all of the sections that we've already finished sewn on. If I go into, I have to be really careful with this because I don't want to knock anything over. But if I go into this camera, I can kind of show you the wiggle, but I have to be really careful because it's got quite an organic wiggle, which means it just sort of goes. Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately it's quite big. These bits don't curve so much, so because it's going up the tail, so it's only really the end that really goes for it. But yeah, this end bit will go for it. But I've got a drink on the table, so I'm being a bit careful. Yeah, it's a good old wiggle. Good old wiggle. Oh, yeah. It's good. The fabric looks lush. It's actually a lining fabric, so it's a really cheap fabric. It was like £4 a meter or something like that. Because I'm trying to keep this costume under 200 quid, I end up basically just using really cheap fabric. But I tried to pick out fabrics that I thought I could work with that would end up looking pretty good. So this is a taffeta lining fabric, so it's a bit stiffer because it's taffeta, but it's not a very high quality fabric, and it is like a polyester taffeta, but it's got the shot black in it because of what it is, and it's a really pretty purple colour, so I thought it was probably perfect. And because it's a lining fabric, it's £4 a metre. Really cheap. It was also, this is my most expensive fabric. It only gets cheaper from here, but yeah, it's pretty good. You don't need to reinforce the top part of the tail, the fabric is that strong. So, I actually have, you'll see this gone. Ooh, sorry. Tail is not heavy, but it is bulky. You see this on the inside gone? I don't need that. This is just a curtain. So it's got the outside, the lining, and the filling of the curtain all inside. So the piece that goes down the center of the tail is as thick as a curtain. Basically, a blackout curtain specifically. And then I've just covered it in the taffeta. Because this is literally, I've just cut this out of a curtain. I've not even separated the layers. That is just a curtain. Yeah. I kept it as it was. I was like, I'm just leaving it like that. It could just be a curtain. Oh dear. Atlantic, welcome on in. I hope you're having a good day. Yeah, cheap fabric for the win. There we go. Back up there. Bring it down. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. With layered nice planning, yes, you do need quite a strong core down the center of the tail, because it'll take like quite a lot of, you know, gravity comparatively to the rest of the costume. It'll be swinging around constantly and everything like that. But you know, a curtain's fine. One curtain is all you need, and as someone who is gifted a lot of curtains, I've got a lot of curtain fabric lying around, and in this particular case I had just a whole curtain lying around, so I used my whole curtain and I just cut that into it. I mean, you could say that was a bit lazy of me, but I'll be honest, I kind of wanted all 3 layers because yeah, it was nice and thick. But I could have probably just taken the linings, but you know, what's an extra layer gonna hurt? It's just extra strength. Nothing wrong with that. A little bit of extra strength. Go. So right now we're making the case. Ooh, we're making the cases that go around the pieces, the foam. I make them all before I sew them on. Yes. I tested positive. My dad, who I live with, has got the PCR test this morning. Oh god. Well, good luck. I hope that it goes well. I hope nobody else tests positive and everyone gets off safe. I mean, I assume if you've been seeing each other, that's because no one had symptoms, which means you've got like a reasonable chance of not getting it, to be honest. But I literally had to take a car ride with my family because I was in the car with them for like 2 hours. And bless them, I had tested positive, but I was staying with them and I needed to get back home. And so I was in a car with them for 2 hours after testing positive. And I didn't have any symptoms. So I wasn't coughing, we wore masks. But I was literally just in the car with them. And no one got it. It was just me. You know, it's another thing if you're coughing and sneezing and, you know, generally have cold symptoms. But if you don't have any symptoms, a lot of the time it seems like you don't spread it as much. You can still spread it, for sure. Absolutely, you can. But if you're taking precautions, I think you're normally, hopefully, a little bit safer. Yeah, so fingers crossed for you. My poor family. Oh. Dear. I live 4.5 hours away, but yeah. Oh dear. Oh, so you probably won't get it then. Because they're very far away. You're back. Welcome back, Shifty. I hope you're okay. I hope everything is okay. And you have not received anything nasty in DMs. Because if you have, just tell me and I'll ban someone. Yeah, honestly, we don't ban people in this channel, but if you DM my mods nasty things, that is a good way of getting banned. You can say what you want to me, but I'm not happy with that. No. Yeah. Oh dear. Oh, thank you. It's okay. Just let me know. Oh, are you okay today, machine? You seem to be having some real problems with, like, honestly, not very difficult situations. If I've been overusing you or something. Oh dear. Oh, wrong scissors. Nah, I just made some garlic mushrooms and took the dogs out. Heck yeah, delicious. Sounds pretty good. You're all good. That sounds pretty good. So if I message Shifty a meme and get banned, I mean, is it a good meme? Depends on the quality of the meme, really, they're gone. You're definitely walking, like, dangerous territory. If it's a bad meme, then who knows what could happen. Messenger, welcome on in! I hope you're having a good day! No, thank you so much for hosting us yesterday, like, for taking all of the people and being so sweet. It was lovely to be able to pop and see you, because normally I'm on so early that I can't really raid into you. But no, it's nice. I hope you're having a good day. Depends on how bad it is. Yeah, that's what I said. How good's the meme? Is it a good meme? It's a bad meme. Sorry, that's a ban. I won't tempt fate. Smart. A smart move. Were you there yesterday when I messed up my raid? I did. I was there, and I felt so bad for you because I have done that before too. Like, I've missed out a piece of punctuation or something like that. It was Kiwi, right? Yeah, and I was like, oh, bless you. Oh my god. But like, it happens. It happens. Unfortunately, I was somewhat away from keyboard because I was fixing my setup, because my setup is very different when I game versus when I sew. So I couldn't really type anything. But yeah. Oh dear, no, I felt so silly. Yeah, Cube too. Yeah. But literally, it happens to everyone, and like, you know, it's just one of those things, isn't it? Where it's like, it happens. You know, what will you do? Yeah. I go through my things when my teas are tossing out most of it. Ah, heck! Yeah, you've been so productive. Nice. Whispered you something, but nothing serious. Is it a good meme or a bad meme? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, oh no. Oh. Oh heck. We've all been there, but doesn't stop it being the worst. Yeah, it's like, it's one of those things where, you know, thing is, Messenger, you're a very hecking sweet bean, and I bet you'll come back to stream next and everyone would be like, honestly, you silly. You silly. And then when you raid Kiwi next, everyone will be like, we made it. We finally made it. And it'll be lovely. And it'll just be like a silly little meme, right? Dear me. Oh my god, is that one of my mods? Is that one of my heckin' mods on a raid? Oh, thank you so much for shouting out. Dem, how was your stream? Oh my god, and thank you for 21 months. Jesus Christ, Dem. Thank you. How was your stream? What did you get up to? Yes. Okay, so I saw that you were going to be playing Pokemon, but then when I came in, I was like lurking, and I saw this like very serious looking man in a suit, and I was like, that's not Pokemon. But I was lurking there regardless. Like, it looked like a fun time. How was it? Was it a good stream? Welcome on in. Yes. Does it mean told you it's nothing serious? You know, you guys can't see it, but Shifty's just told me like the most serious thing in the world, like giving me like a code, told me like to decode it within like a few hours, or like I'm gonna be in big trouble, and like he's given me like a few graphs to work out and stuff like that. And oh wait, Morigu, thank you so much for the 100 bits. Sorry, I'm like verbally shitposting and you're giving me bits. That's very kind of you. Jeez. Well, thank you very much. And thank you for the follow as well. That's very kind of you. Welcome on in. Hello, Raiders. It was. Heck yeah. How are you doing with Arceus? So, if anyone was at the Arceus stream yesterday, Dem also plays Arceus. Dem started a few days before me because Dem started on launch. And so Dem's probably a fair amount ahead of me. But if you know Dem streams, Dem when they start a game tends to finish it. And so, and to Atlantic as well. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for the heckin' tier 1 to Atlantic. It's very kind of you. And thank you for the hype train. Now it's at 69%, so you guys know what to do. Keep it there. Listen, we're a very happy 69. Nice. I didn't catch your VOD, but I saw the last little bit we left off last time, only a couple hours past that. Oh, okay. So we're in a similar place. I've only unlocked one area, but I'll be honest, from the looks of the map, it looks huge. I do wonder how many areas could be in it. I'm excited to find out, that's for sure, because it looks huge. Nice. This is the thing, if the hype train hits 69, that's where it stays. We're at platform 69 and no further, thank you. This is where we stay. Oh, no, thank you so much, everyone. There should be like a special emote for if you manage to end your hype train on 69. 69 or 420, although I think 420 would be quite a hard one because that's like you'd have to do level 5 and then keep going. But 69 would be a little bit more manageable with tempting Twitch so much, like Twitch. 69 emote, please. for the hype train. Oh. Thing is, it would be hard to do, right? Because if you were like at 68, I don't even know, depending on the level, how much you'd have to give to get it to the next level. It would be everyone just being like, one bit, come on, just get it to tick over to 69, one bit. Oh god, it'd have to be a coordinated effort from chat to get it over to the next one and not push it further. Oh dear. Cheers! Well, welcome on in. I hope you're having a good day. How goes it? How was your stream? Oh, you're well ahead of me. You were doing makers and crafting too. What kind of stuff are you making in crafting? We are making a tail for a cosplay. If anyone wants to learn, I should have said this with Dem as well. If anyone else wants to learn more about the cosplay, exclamation mark cosplay. If anyone wants to learn more about the competition we're entering this into, exclamation mark comp. And Castle, we did get sent to the poo talker. Welcome on in. We've been mainly talking about food today, to be fair, rather than poo. More food today, less poo. Yeah. I just found the OG copy of the fanfic I wrote when I was a content creator. Holy balls! Oh my god. Was it like Holy Balls, it was really good? Or Holy Balls, I want to rewrite it kind of thing? To be fair, being able to write an entire story is impressive. Oh dear. Stubble! Thank you for the 300 bits. That's very kind of you. And Gone, thank you for putting the exclamation points in chat. Thank you. I missed. No more 69. Well, 69, you were a good. You stayed for a good long time, and I appreciate your contribution to our chat. Stubble, thank you so much for the 300 bits. It's very kind of you. It went past 69. Everyone's like, Rip 69, goodbye 69. I mean, you don't get anything for 69, but yeah. It was just a short fic, but I was accused of distorting feels waffle. I'll be honest, I know very little about the fan fiction community. So it's not something that I know a lot of, I just know that writing is hard. I know writing hard, speaking hard, stories hard. I always imagine being an author to be a very difficult job. Oh dear. Oh, Messenger! Thank you for the 100 bits as well. And Stubble, thank you for the 200 bits again. That's very kind of you. Oh dear. And it's flew through space and time. My motivation was math class. Heck yeah. Instead of doing maths, I watched my shows and wrote fic. I doodled. You know what? Okay, maybe I have more in common than I think. Because I just sat there and I doodled. I got told off for it a lot. I actually even got detention and stuff like that for doodling. Which I still to this day think's a bit harsh to put someone in detention for doodling. But like, you know, I'm not a teacher. I can't really speak on it. But you know, if you want to put a kid in detention for doodling, sure. Sure, fine, whatever. Oh dear. Like, I can understand all the times they put me in detention for talking, because, like, fair enough, I was just talking. But, like, for doodling? Honestly. Very chats about me, but you're an honest lass. I'm a very honest lass. Oh dear. I was only in Math 12 for a month before my schedule conflict was fixed. Oh God. I expect 0 smiles. You never got detention? Not once, Shifty? Not that I'm trying to say anything about your character, because you're a very nice person. But, like, you didn't even once get detention? Like, not even once? Oh my God. My student services counselor was the heck, yeah. I'm a swimming coach teacher. How's a kid doodle in swimming pool? That's true, actually, that'd be difficult. You'd have to be really skilled. And at that point, you don't give them a detention, you give them an award. Also, Jez, thank you so much for the raid. But yeah, get yourself some sleep and get yourself some food, or just sleep and look after yourself. Oh, don't rude. It sounds like you're judging me. I would never. I remember once I had like more than 7 detentions in a week. And they were all for like talking. Most of them were lunchtime ones, so it wasn't that bad. But like, you know, the ones after school they'd tell your parents about, but the ones during lunchtime it didn't really matter. You just wouldn't be able to go out at lunch. But like, yeah, I had quite a few at one point. I went through like a real month of detentions at one point, I remember, where like they were just on me for stuff. I mean, I got a detention for wearing odd socks once, so that was, you know, nothing has really changed into my adult life. The things that I got detention for, I have not changed. Oh dear, I also never got detention. I did skip class to get pizza, but I didn't get detention for that. I was skillful in hiding. See, I never did that. All I did was talk. I was just chatty. All I did was sit in class and chat, and then I'd get detention for it. And I think I got detention for, yeah, my socks and doodling. But mainly, it was just chatting. They'd be like, Jelly, if you want to keep chatting, you can chat after class kind of thing. Or you want to keep chatting, you can come back here and chat at lunchtime. And then I'd have to come back and do lunchtime detention. But, like, that was I was, like, a good student. But then I'd still get detention for talking. Oh, dear. Only once. Only one. I didn't get a detention at all until I was a bit older, to be fair. Because, you know, they'd, like, warn me, and then they'd tell me, like, you know, if you keep talking, you'll get a detention. I'd be like, oh, okay. Okay, I'll be good. But then I stopped caring as much. I just did keep talking. Have a good burber. Found one ruffle. It's unfortunate because the fandom died. I missed them. Oh, okay, that's just a weird reason to get in detention for. We didn't really get detention for being talkative in class. We got warnings and it was too disruptive to get sent outside the classroom. See, that was it. Like, for us, they just hand you a slip and be like, come back at lunch. You got a lunchtime detention. It wouldn't normally be the entire time, like, lunch. It'd normally be like 15 minutes or 20 minutes of lunch. You just have to stay in there. But, like, that was really the only thing I consistently got detention for was lunch. And not lunch, was talking at lunch. And so I'd have to go back at lunch and do that. Half our class got detention on the first day of secondary school for being late after break. We didn't know what time it finished. I was pretty good on the late ones. I didn't get that too often. Also, thank you so much for the hype train, everyone. It was very heckin' kind of you. That's absolutely teacher's fault. Yeah, that seems like a really weird one to do again. Sometimes I'd get told off for, you got suspended. Wait, that's worse. Wait, no, arguably, that is more intense than what I did. Okay. I never got suspended. No, never happened to me. I never got suspended. I only got detentions. That's arguably worse, Shifty. One of the teachers once tried to make the entire class late, but our parents almost got her thrown out of the school for it, and the teachers were super weird. Yeah, I had some bad teachers for sure, and like, you know, but honestly, most of them were fine. It was just 1 or 2 bad eggs. I remember them. I haven't forgotten them, but like, the good eggs definitely were like proper good, and then the bad eggs were really bad. Like my music teacher, 10 out of 10. Really, really good. But then I had one music teacher for 1 year who didn't know what a classical guitar was. I remember she absolutely refused to write down that I played classical guitar because she was like, that's the same as electric guitar or acoustic guitar or something. She was like, it's the same as this guitar, so I'm putting you down for electric guitar. And I was like, I don't play electric guitar, I play classical. And she was like, it's the same thing. Why are you fighting me on this? I am a music teacher. Classical guitar, electric guitar, acoustic guitar, it's all the same thing. They're all the same. And I was just there like, it's not. And I got in trouble for that. I got in trouble for fighting her. Not fighting her, but like arguing with that one. But like, I was right. I stand by to this day. This is the thing. It's like the things I was being put in like detention for, like, I haven't changed. I stand by that. You know, a classical guitar is very different to an acoustic guitar and an electric guitar. And if you put me down for an electric guitar, then you're gonna have me down for lessons I can't do. Like, you're gonna put me next to drums. Like, a classical guitar can sound good with drums, but you don't really put a classical guitar in a band, typically. They're more of a solo instrument. And so, yeah, I had to kind of be like, press her on it. And I remember actually went to another music teacher and I was like, can you talk to my music teacher? And they were like, right. And I was like, because they've put me down for electric guitar and I play classical. And they were like, well, why would they do that? And I'm like, I don't know. And it was even worse because I'd store my guitar in school. So if they put it down as electric, you know, they basically, if anything happened to it, it was an electric guitar. That wasn't the case. It was a classical guitar and it needed to be listed as that so I could store it in the school. Oh, it still bothers me to this day how annoying she was about it. And then, like, she wouldn't let me say anything because, like, she was a music teacher and I'm just here like, I am an award-winning classical guitarist and I would like you to know I might be 11, but listen, it's a classical guitar. Oh my god, I was so mad. You're gonna fight with someone and I fought a teacher says I was worse. Sorry. Time again. Oh my god. Hi, Create! Welcome on in. I hope you're having a good day. I got detention 8 times in my life. I got kicked 1 time. I got detention for fighting. I got detention because I slept through the day in a lunch desk. And some kids that do bad after that. Suspended twice, I think. At least why I'm like this. I always wonder like what they would tell my parents when it comes like to parents' evening. Like, are you gonna tell me that I'm like a disruptive child? Or what are you gonna say? Because I was like pretty quiet most of the time. Like, I was pretty good. I'd say like I was a pretty good student. But like a little bit like quirky here and there, and like things would bother me and I'd tell them. And so when like the classical guitar stuff, but like, are you gonna tell me I'm a bad student because I tried to tell a teacher what a classical guitar was? Like, what are you gonna do? That's like saying timpani and a drum kit the same thing. Yeah, basically. It's like, and again, for like storing it in the school during the school day, you need to know what it is you're storing for like insurance and stuff like that. And so annoying. I got suspended because of a story I wrote online that got sexual. They bought it for my mum and showed that forced to delete the story on the website and suspended for 3 days. Jesus Christ, that was an intense one. When teachers are wrong and they don't have the strength to actually admit they're wrong. Yeah, I had to have another teacher come and tell her that she was wrong, and if you wanted me to bring my classical guitar or my electric guitar into school, you had to have it listed as a classical guitar, otherwise it's not coming in. I won't play. Like, it's not coming in. Simple. Put it down as a classical guitar, please. And like, I was probably being a bit indignant, but also at the beginning I wasn't. Like, to start with, I was quite reasonable. I was like, oh no, I play classical, not electric. I was being quite reasonable until she was an asshole about it. Hi there, Sammy! Welcome on in. I hope you're having a good day. Yeah. I still remember being like proper annoyed about it. Just like a real huff. Being like, what do I do about this? Because I'm not bringing my electric guitar in when I very much don't play it. I play classical. And, yeah. And I'm not bringing it in when it's been listed as electric, because then if anything happens to it, it might not be covered. Yeah. I love I'm done with work. Oh, have a lovely rest of your day too, Messenger. Take care. Thank you so much for popping by. Oh dear. Again, if you haven't checked out Messenger was our raid target yesterday, so I think a few of you would have met them. But if you haven't, they're a very heckin' sweet bee, and they do a lot of lovely games, and they have a lovely community over there, and it's just nice to chill and hang out. So if you haven't gone and checked them out before, maybe now is the time. Maybe now is the time you can. You can just leave my stream. Leave my stream, go check out Messenger. There you go. Oh dear. You chasing some tail today? Yeah. That would be today. That could have been a great title. Sammy, you are infinitely creative. Oh dear. Bye, wonderful jellies. Goodbye, Messenger. Take care of yourself. Oh dear. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And then get that pin there so it doesn't leave. And then these will be both sides of piece number 2. Yeah, this is definitely the right way around. I've been nervous that I've had these like on the wrong ones, but no, this definitely looks right. And then I've got this one and this one, which all need to be folded over, but there you go. This will be up by my butt. Yeah, very nice. Oh dear, we're getting there. Delicious. What time is it? 2:30. I have to remember I've probably been going for about 4.5 hours then. I want to go a bit longer though because I want to get these bits done. I might need a biscuit though. 2 seconds. Yeah. There we go. Sorry. I've been streaming for a minute, so I need a snack. Real quick. I think excuse me. No. Immediately choke on biscuit. Why? Deary me. It's all because I'm so hungry that my stomach's like reaching for the food. Like, please, the food. Give it to me. Oreo! Oh, a cookie. Yeah, it's digestive. They're better with tea, but they're still really good. And these are the gingerbread ones from Christmas. They don't go off till July, but they're all like 25p in stores. Let's get started. I'm starting on the purple one again because it's harder. Oh my god, Effigy! Effigy, hi! How goes it? And Shifty, thank you so much for shouting out Effigy. What were you playing? Software and game development. Oh my god. A hard game. A very difficult game. How'd it go? I hope it went well. A biscuit sabotage? It was biscuit sabotage. You weren't aware, gingerbread. Oh dear. Welcome on in. I hope your stream's going well, or your stream went well. What kind of software development were you doing? Was it more like interesting alerts for your stream? I remember before you were making like a whole Final Fantasy battle for it. I played that game professionally. Oh my god. Do we have a professional software and game development streamer? Oh my god. Or gamer even, I should say. Whoa. Whoa. Impressive. What do? Do you play professionally? Do you do speed runs? Wow. I made a text-based RPG. Sick. Sick. That sounds really cool. Oh dear. I've seen Effigy messing around that section a few times, and they've made some really cool stuff for their stream. Oh dear. Started jamming some music, but decided to work on the bot for the last wee bit. No, that's all good. Also, Effigy, if you need to get any food or anything, please do. Do not let me keep you. But if anyone has not met Effigy before, we met Effigy when we were doing the Final Fantasy IX speedruns. Effigy is a very, very talented speedrunner, but also does a lot of technology stuff and a musician on top of all of that. So if you like music, speedruns, and technology, maybe you should check out Effigy. I definitely recommend them for their speedruns because they are very fun speedruns to watch. Yeah. I'm gonna get food, and in case I don't make it back, you're good, Dem! Get some snacks! Look after yourself. Thank you so much for popping by, and thank you for the raid! And yeah, I hope Arceus continues to go well for you. Ah, oh, dear. Mine's me, I should finish my bot stream game sometime. Heck yeah! Heck yeah! These professional beings. Oh, very talented speedrunner might be an overstatement. I mean, the thing is though, Effigy, you're coming from this stream, where we probably have the least talented speedrunner. Yeah? Full stop? Full stop, maybe? Shifty! Shifty! Wait! Shifty! Were you live? Shifty, were you live this whole time? Shifty! Thank you so much for the raid! Were you live this whole time? Wait, I need to look. I need to see. I have to go. I must go. 2 seconds. Where? If I go to you, how do I go? No. How do I go? How go you? Shifty Siege. Prank, did you go live just so you could raid? No, wait, I can't. Oh, you must have deleted it, right? I was gonna say, I can't see your recent broadcast. Where the hell did... What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh my god. Shifty! Shifty! I did get pranked. Enjoy your noodles, Den. Oh, you're gonna fry up noodles? Delicious. Yes, please enjoy your noodles. Heck yeah. I'm sure you will. That sounds very tasty. Get some good noodles in you. Oh dear. Pranked now. You don't need... Oh, you don't need to go live to raid? You don't? So you're saying all this time I could have just got into your stream while you were live and pretended to raid you? Oh my god. You can be very good at speedrunning while being very bad, just tweaking your category. I'm pretty sure I can get a world record in 0% game over categories in most games. I mean, that's true actually. I could probably kill myself really fast in a lot of games. Oh my god, you're a genius. Yes. I think Breath of the Wild has a lot of categories like that, like killing yourself in very specific ways though. Yeah, I think I remember seeing some of those runs. Like, you can kill yourself, but kill yourself here, kind of thing. I think, was one of them go home and die or something like that? Yeah. I think I remember seeing a run like that. Like, you have to go to a house and then die? Comes out of the bottom. Spyro, how goes it? Where's my Jenny girlfriend? What? You mean like friend who's a girl, I assume? And I'm not a girl, I'm a jelly. Wait, damn! Did you just raid me again? This is somewhat, what do you call it? Exploiting the system. I doubt that. You won't get distracted by the first cute thing that appears in the game. Follow it, sink into the swamp slowly. Oh, that's true. Maybe I would be a slow dyer then. So maybe I'm not good at any speed. That's true. I'd find like a dog or something and I'd be like, whoa, is that a dog. Heck yeah. Maybe this first was a fake raid and this one was real. That's true. Dem, thank you so much for the raid. Anyone who's coming from Dem stream, exclamation mark cosplay in chat if you want to learn more about the cosplay, exclamation mark comp in chat if you want to learn more about the competition we're going to be entering the cosplay into. At the moment we're making the tail. These are all going to be sections that cover pieces for the tail, and in just a moment I can show you the tail. There you go. Also, Dem, you need to get your noodles. Feed them, feed! Sammy! Shifty! Right, if people could stop raiding me for 2 seconds. Right now. Right now. No more raids. Right. I can't even hear it. So all I see in chat is Dem. No more raids. You go get your noodles. Unfortunately, no scary Steve's house and raid. No, I don't actually. You know, it's been so long I've forgotten what the sound is. Oh dear. I swear. Someone's gonna actually legitimately raid and they're gonna be like, right, who are you? Who's raiding? Right, out. And they're gonna be like, why is she so aggressive? We just wanted to pop by and say hello. Oh dear. I will blame everyone here. I thought before you said no more. It's true. This is why you set your alerts to raid for a minimum of 2 people. Oh, nah. See, I'll always have it set to 1, honestly. Because we do get people who come in legitimately with raids of 1. And, like, I never want to discourage that when it's a legitimate raid. I never want to discourage that. Like, you're all good. I think it's very kind. And I want to give you just as warm as a welcome as anyone else. I can understand why that's a feature you can turn on and off, but yeah. I mean, we're a small craft stream, so, you know. And it's a nice way of supporting other people that are maybe just getting started. Ooh. I get that. The last time you had us raid another streamer, we ended up in a female who makes dragon costumes, and I was freaked out. Oh, that was that the Kobolds by Ottilie? Ottilie is very energetic, but they're a really sweet bean, and they're very, very talented. Like, the stuff they make is fantastic. Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry. All my raids are legitimate. Same. Are they? Are they? Or did you just like? Were you live? Either of you? Were you live during your raids? Listen, I need to see the VODs as proof that you were live. Otherwise, I'm just not sure. Because James Strange versus the Genius. I think a lot of people see Strange because of passion, right? A lot of passionate people come across as being strange. But if you don't share the same passion, right? If you share the same passion, it maybe doesn't feel quite so strange. Because I can definitely come across as strange to a lot of people. Like, a lot of people who know me, IRL, and stuff like that, have often described me as strange. Because of my obsessive nature when it comes to cosplay. But, that's just how it is, isn't it? That's just how it is. I've got a very big passion for cosplay. Only cosplay can satisfy. And, yeah. But personally, it makes me happy. And I'm quite alright with that. I'm quite alright with that. Being passionate about something, I think, is a real joy. A real joy. Yes. I'm too excited to wait for a whole other stream. Oh, bless you, Tim. Bless you. Anyone back on topic? How's the tails looking at the moment? Oh shoot, yeah, I do need to show the tail. I'm sorry, Effigy, I got very off track with about 1 million raids. I'll get it from a bit further back. Do you see that, like, realistic wave? Oh, I bopped my camera. That's okay. It's a bit difficult because it's quite big, but that's the tail so far. Oh dear. Nice, thank you. I really like it. I'm really pleased with it. When I said something's wrong, Osley was wearing the costume dragon head and carrying a bolt cutter while the background being a mess. First came to mind, but maybe a serial killer. Oh, honestly, Ottilie is a brave bean because Ottilie shows their whole setup. I hide, like look at it. I hide everything. Like, I have so much hidden back there, like, and my chair nicely blocks everything. I have, at the moment, a mannequin in my bed. You know, that's something that you'd see in a horror film. But, like, what am I meant to do? Where is it meant to go? I have nowhere to put it. It's got half my costume on it. And so, there's just a mannequin in my bed. There's also, like, a fair few yards of fabric just on there. We've got a whole pile of boxes. A bin bag full of foam cut-offs because they were getting really static, so I wanted to remove them from the room quickly. A fan. I've got a whole rack of ribbons, but they're kind of all over the place, honestly. A few blankets so that I stay warm. All of my wigs, all of my heads. Yeah. It kind of just comes with the territory, is you end up collecting things that people do think are, like, a bit creepy, but, like, they're super useful. I'd probably get another mannequin, to be honest. It's handy. They're handy. They're just really useful. Because I have that one for tops and, like, small bottoms, but I think I'd like one with actual legs to display leg pieces. Yeah. All of my heads, yeah, heads for wigs is where they is what they're for. The styling wigs and displaying wigs. All of my heads. I would like to have a realistic head at one point as well, but have to do a head cast for that. I'm not really too jazzed about the idea. Can you hear that? Can you hear, like, the helicopter landing in my drive? Oh dear. It's just you know. Honestly, the random stuff acquired for crafting is such a mood. It really is. You get so much stuff and then people come in and they're like, what is this? 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 Why do you own this? Why do you own this? Why do you own this? You might as well just play into it half the time. Like, why not? Why not? After a point, you've got so much stuff. Like, I'll just be the creepy person with all the mannequins. It's fine. Yeah, you could hear it. Well, I don't actually know what that was, but it sounded like a helicopter to me. Oh dear, did I hear screaming? Listen here, you. Listen here, you. I'm not falling for that twice. Bless him, Zero came in, pranked me and left. Did anyone else notice that? How Zero came in, pranked me and left? I noticed that. That was something that I noticed. I noticed Zero come in, prank me and immediately leave. Heckin' rude. Oh dear. I have been pranked non-stop today, actually. Because we had all of those raids. And then we had the screaming prank from earlier. God, is it prank jelly day? I just didn't know about it? Why did no one tell me that today was prank jelly day? You would have thought someone would have mentioned it to me. I'm pretty sure this is the right one because it's bigger at one side. Sorry, excuse me. Gotta go. Oh no, you're good, Effigy. I hope you managed to get yourself some food, get some rest, look after yourself after stream. Thank you so much again for the raid. And if you haven't checked out Effigy and you have at all an interest in Final Fantasy speedruns, in more technology side of things, or music, definitely check out Effigy. They're a very sweet beat and they cover a lot of stuff. And 26. There we go. I never pranked you today, except for the raids and the whispers, sort of. Yeah. Oh dear. You whispered me the only thing that makes me nervous while I'm streaming. And I don't even know if it's true or not. That's the worst. That's the best / worst thing around it. Is I have no way of checking if that's true with my setup. Like, I have no idea. You could have just been like absolutely like talking out your ass, and I'd have no idea. No idea. I thought you'd want to know. Yeah, honestly, it's probably a good shout because like I don't want to like really mess up or anything like that. Like, we have a good laugh here, but like, you know, it's all in good fun. Oh dear. I do appreciate it. I do appreciate it. I'm somewhat messing with you. Mainly messing with you. I think it's deserved. It's in the mod chat. Oh god. There we go. Oh yeah. The evidence. You know, this would have been a really good conversation to have when I had like the taped up white bag earlier. Oh dear. Az, welcome on in. I am having a good day. I hope your day is going well. We're just making covers for the pieces that are going to go on our tail. I'm actually on the last one for today. Oh dear. Oh, you're going to do some work? Have a good work and luck. Thank you so much for popping by. Blah, 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 blah. Sunkoi, you know, I'm having a bit of a tough time speaking today. Oh dear, it's all good. It's all good. I'm sorry, but thank you. And again, if anyone likes cosplay, if anyone's here because they enjoy cosplay, I'd highly recommend you to... Oh, thank you. You're well ahead of me. I'd highly recommend you to check out Sunkoi. You can see it in their name, but they are a cosplayer. They do tutorials. They're very, very talented, and they have a lot of amazing stuff on their own streams. I know they haven't streamed for a little while, but they still have an Instagram, and they still have all their tutorials. I'd still recommend checking them out. Ah, dear. We are. I'm gonna do the hard one first. Do all of this. Because, again, once I do this one, the next one just feels so much easier. Every time. Oh dear, it makes me feel like a genius whenever I do this one first, because then I just, you know, I whiz through the second one. I'm like, wow, I'm so smart. I do this first one, it's really hard, and then I do the second one, I just whiz through it like smart as bean. Oh my god. Good for my ego to do it this way around. There we go. Get that there. Oh yeah. And then over to here. Even just having these pinned on, I should hopefully get a pretty good idea of how high up on the tail this is going to go. That's quite important because for me, I will actually be sewing a line. Probably before I do that, I will sew the line on the tail. What's that? Do you guys mind if I have a quick peek? Because there's something really loud outside right now. I'm just curious as to what that could be. Oh, okay. That makes more sense. It's a massive truck full of grit. I guess we're getting gritted. Quite late in the day to be gritted though. What's it like, nearly 3 in the afternoon? They were like, maybe it is cold enough to grit this town. We'll grit them. Yeah, we're getting gritted. That's what's happening. I was gonna say, it's so loud out there. What's going on? It's the grit truck. The grit truck is on the go. There we go. Funny though, how cold is it? Yeah, it's like 10 degrees. I don't know. It doesn't even seem that cold today comparatively to like how cold it's been some days. It doesn't even seem that cold. But well, I appreciate it. It's very kind of them. Thank you for your grit. Oh dear. It did look like they were pulling out when I just looked at them as well, so I think hopefully they shouldn't come back. Right, that's one side. Let's go round to the other. Where does the other side start? Here? I want to miss one because it'd be more difficult to go back, so I think it's about here. Yeah, up there. And get that in there. And then that in there. Oh dear. Oh yeah. I'm so sorry, sewing machine. I did somewhat just punch you then. That wasn't my intention. You've been working really hard. Oh dear. Ooh. I have dropped 800 frames. If anyone finds my frames, you can send them back to me. I'll take them back. Send me a message. Give me my frames. Oh dear. I mean, if you find them after stream, you can keep them. I don't need them anymore. I get new frames. Oh, there we go. This one. I tell you, it gives you a bit of an arm workout, all this folding as well. I feel it in my shoulder. It's probably just from being in the same position over and over again rather than it being a workout, to be honest, but I do somewhat feel it. My shoulder feels it a little bit. Are we still good on the music, by the way? Do we still have music? Hopefully. Yeah, we still got music. Okay. I was wondering what that was then. I've got the silicone stuff up. I've got it so that I can check to be like, oh yeah, this is what I was talking about. The silicone product for rubber, making the rubber, yeah. It's like, why do I have that open as a tab? So I can talk to chat about mold making. There we go, and let's get the lining piece done, and then we can come back. Come back and... Oh, thank you. Come back and put them all in. Although again, I do want to sew through, before I attach these, I want to sew through the end of the tail. Otherwise that's going to get really difficult to do later on. I might also want to trim it. The thing is, the end of the tail needs to be a specific shape so that it fits into the rest of the corset. I could do that now and shape it so that it's right, but I could probably also leave that bit. As long as I sew it up so it doesn't flap open, I could probably leave that until we do all the corset work, which might make it a bit more coherent for everyone watching, to be honest. I don't know. I'm not really sure if one would be easier than the other. Like, it might be a little easier to trim it now. I don't know. I don't know if it really makes that much of a difference. And we are working through this bobbin again. To be fair, we have done a lot of sewing. Even though it's all very small pieces, it is still a lot of sewing. And then when we get to these larger ones, it becomes even more. Because these are quite a bit bigger than the first ones we were doing last week. Was it Thursday we worked on the tail? I think it was Thursday we worked on the tail. Comparatively to Thursday, these are quite a bit bigger. There we go. So it makes sense. It makes sense that these are going to be a little bit more thread intensive. But yeah, for anyone who wasn't here earlier, we will be streaming tomorrow, but I'm going to be changing the schedule a little bit. So that it says we start streaming at 1 in the afternoon rather than at 10. because in the morning I'm going to be picking up some new thread, which I need to, I need to get some more purple, because unfortunately I am very close to running out of this one, and that's the purple that I'm really using for everything, and I have to make hundreds of scales for this costume, so I'm going to need a fair amount more of that. The haberdashery doesn't open very late, so I have to go during the day. I'll do that tomorrow before stream, just to make sure that we don't run out of thread midstream. I know I mentioned that earlier, but with scheduling changes, I like to mention them a few times, just so that nobody gets like lost or they feel like they missed out on something. There we go. And over to there. That's good. Right. Oh, actually, I was going to do the tail, wasn't I? Where is it? There it is. It's still going to be a little awkward to do, but I think if I put it in here and then just sew it the whole way across to up here, we should be in a pretty good place. I'm trying to balance it on me so it doesn't put too much weight on my machine, if you're wondering what I'm doing here. It's like, just trying to prevent it from putting the pressure on the machine. Is what I'm trying to do. That can't open up anymore. There's only that bit now at the end which will be opening up. And that bit at the end here, that will be going directly into the corset. So we're actually shaping this so that it fits the shape of the corset at the top. I could, honestly, if I find, here's the back piece of the corset. One of these, I think it's this one, isn't it? Yeah, back. So I could actually just shape that now, really. If I fold it in half, you'll need some seam allowance, of course, but I could actually just do that now. If I put this in the middle, it'll need to come down a little bit so that it's the right size. We could, in fact, probably get it to go to about and then just match that up to there. And then what we'll do is we'll fold that over and match it on the other side. Because using this is a little difficult. There we go. Oh yeah. And then what that means is this tail piece will now perfectly go into the first piece of the pattern for the corset, which is quite a good step for us going forward, because I'll make the rest of the corset first, and then the last piece will be for it to go into this. Since this bit is a little bit more awkward. There we go. All of that. Right, there you go. That's now the back piece. Done. And it should be like that, yeah. So that'll just open into the back, go into the rest of the corset. Yeah, like that. So that should be flat on my back when this is finished, basically flat. It might have like a small arch to it, but for the most part it will be basically flat. Pretty cool, huh? Pretty heckin' cool. Oh, right. I actually want to get this on the table for a bit, because I want to lie. God, this is going to be huge. I want to lie some pieces on it. Specifically the pieces that we've already done today. I would like to see them. This one. This is this one. This is this. means that the big side is here, so it should be on this side, which means the matching piece, which that's about that size, it should be, this way up, I think? Yeah, I think so. This can go under here. I'll put some extra pins in it, but it should be going under here with this on top. And then these pieces, it should be pretty obvious, honestly. Which side is thicker? It is this side. So this side will go here, going over the ridge, and this side would go here, going over the ridge. Again, it has a lot of stuff to tuck in, but these will all go in there. Oh my god, look how big it's getting. It's huge. This is what I meant about the last piece not fitting though, because it's actually like a really small triangle before it hits that line. If I was doing the whole thing, it would need to be that size, but I actually only need this tiny triangle. Let's get this bit all covered so we can actually kind of see it. Let's see. I think it should be like this, because there's a bit of a line at the bottom. Should make it, yeah, easier to pack in like that. And then we have, ooh, I think it's this one. There we go. With these like rectangle pieces, it's a little bit more difficult because the darts are so close to each other and so similar on both sides. There's just a few differences. It's 1 or 2 differences. It probably helps that I've been sewing it, to be honest. If you sew it, you notice the differences probably a lot more. There we go. 1 and 2. And get that in. Ooh, get that in there. And that should be that piece at the bottom then. That piece at the top. And that'll end up scooching in there. It's huge. It's a big old tail. It's gonna be so cool though. Oh dear. Yeah, it's gonna be really sick. I am gonna hold off there though, because I've been going for about 5 hours, I think, today. I know it only says 2, but you just have to take my word for it. We've been going for about 5 hours. I think I'm gonna hold off there. We still have lots of things to do, and honestly, I'm gonna be continuing this tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'd really like to be at a stage by the end of the day where we can start the corset for this, because I really want to try this dang thing on. You know, I've been making this for a while now, and I really want to try it on. So yeah, hopefully by the end of stream tomorrow, I can actually try this on. That'd be really cool. That'd be really cool. But for today, we'll do a raid and we'll send you all somewhere else, I think. So let's see who is alive. Oh, we got a few people that are alive again. Oh god. How about I send you all over? Oh no, there's a few. How about we all go to a music stream? Do you all fancy listening to a music stream? We talked about guitar a little bit today. This is not a classical guitar, but they're a very sweet bean and they're very talented. So why don't we all go over here and send them some love? Heck yeah, very hyped for the updates. Me too, very hyped. Amazing stuff. Thank you. I am very heckin' hyped. Honestly, I just really want to try it on. You know when you've been working on something for a while and you're just like, I just really want to wear it. I really want to wear the damn thing. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. So we're going to be raiding Emma Grace Guitar. Yes. A very heckin' talented musician. A raid has been created. Yes, by me. I can't find my eye though, which is making the raid commands a little difficult. There's one. And then sub. No, that's not the one. I want to get the sub raid out. Help. Shifty, thank you. I'm sorry, I can't type. I appreciate it. We're going to be sending you all over to a very, very talented musician called Emma. They're a very, very sweet bean, so they deserve a lot of love. And if you want to chill out, spend some cool time with a musician, we're going to send you all there. And I think you'll all have a really, really good time over there. It's always nice to honestly wind down with some music. So hopefully you'll enjoy it. If you have not checked out my mods, They've been working very hard today because actually I needed some assistance because I couldn't hear anything, and they've been making me aware of my alerts and stuff like that. They've been very, very sweet beans, so definitely send them some love. All of my mods are amazing. Dem and Shifty specifically stream, so if you want to send them some love, you can send it over on their own channels. Otherwise, grab a raid call, and yeah, let's go send some love over to Emma and listen to some lovely music. I'll grab one too. There we go. Lee. There we go.